but you won't do it. Why won't you do it? Why won't you put out the content? I'll tell you why you won't put out the content. You're overthinking it. Number one, you're overthinking it. Number two, you think nobody is gonna listen to you. See, the fear of getting low views and overthinking it, and also the fear of thinking you're gonna get too big are the three excuses that I hear from most people when I say, hey, why don't you put out content? Okay. Overthinking it. Well, I put it out, man. Motherfucker, Google it. Just start talking about stuff that you do every day. Start talking about things that you know every day. Start talking about things that you live. Duh. You know what I'm saying? Just start talking about who you are. You don't have to overcomplicate this content creation thing, okay? And then what if nobody listens to me? Well, newsflash, you're not putting out any content. Nobody's listening to you right now. So all you could do is get better and attract more people, because nobody is listening to you now, because nobody knows you exist because you ain't putting out nothing. So now you just dispelled that little stirred up story in your noggin. It doesn't make any sense. Your way of thinking makes no sense. What if nobody listens to me? Nobody's listening now. Nobody can hear your thoughts. Okay? They're not listening now. You need to record some fucking content. Okay, so get over that. Yes, what if they don't listen? Okay, what if you put stuff out there and nobody listens? Basically, what you're saying is you're afraid to look like a loser in front of people. That's what you're saying. I'm afraid that I'm not as good as I think I am, because if I put my content out there and nobody listens to it, that's going to make me feel like I'm not as good as I think I am. Okay, newsflash for you. I got 270 something thousand people following me on TikTok. Ooh, but look at me. I'm spending a lot of my time on YouTube with a lesser audience. I don't have a lot of people following me on YouTube. I don't have a lot of people following me on Instagram, at least not compared to the people that are following me on TikTok. But here I am putting out content on YouTube and Instagram and even Clapper. Why? Because I'm going to put out the content anyway. I don't give up lessons. I'm putting this content out there because I want to put this content out there. I'm putting the content out there because I want to hear more stuff like I'm giving you right now. Just real stuff. Nothing overcomplicated. Simplicity. Okay? Basically, what I'm saying is I get less views on most other platforms than I get on TikTok, but here I am still putting out content on other platforms. I'm not afraid of not getting any views. In fact, I get a little weirded out when I start getting a lot of views, because I frame it as, hey, I'm not getting a lot of views on most platforms because I think differently than most people, and that makes me an elite. That's how I frame it. So you can frame it any way you want to frame it, okay? But you are overthinking this thing. Trust me, you're overthinking it. And then the next thing that I hear, the next excuse that I hear as to why most people won't put out content is, what if I get too big and I get too much business? Oh, trust me, you're not going to get too big and get too much business. And even if you do, you'll be able to adjust to that. You're just using that as an excuse as to not put out content. You're crazy. You think that you just gonna go viral overnight and everybody gonna want to, maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll happen, but you can always say no. So don't worry about getting too much business. Like, it's better to turn business away than to not have business coming to you anyway. I'd rather tell people, man, I can't work with you. I tell people that all the time. I can't work with you. I'm mindful of who I work with anyway. Okay. I don't work with everybody that sends me a DM. Let me see if we're going to work together. Okay. So you don't have to, these are the three things that makes people pause on putting out content. Let's dive into other ones. Some people are worried about the way they look. Who gives a fuck? There's people that have become super successful that looks better and worse than you. Let's be honest. Okay. You can't get too caught up on that. If you're worried about the way you look, then you're just basically telling me that you don't really love yourself. You don't really appreciate yourself. And what kind of life is that? Forget what people think about you. Look at me. I got a bald head and I rock this thing, man. I like this bald head. Sometimes I be thinking about going to get a hair transplant, but I just kind of like the bald head, man. I look real good with it. I got a good looking bald head. And this is the thing that most people will tell you that you should be self-conscious about, but I'm not going to be self-conscious about that. I love the Baldy McFaldy. Step into yourself, step into your identity, okay? And then always realize that if you don't like things about yourself, these days you can change it. Like, you can change anything you want to change about yourself for your outward appearance. You can even change your mindset. So, that's no excuse either, because there's people that look way worse than you that have become superstars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to call anybody out by name. There's people that have been shorter and taller than you, and people that have been your exact size that have become successful using the power of putting out content. There's also people that look better than you and worse than you and equal to you that have also become successful putting out content using the power of the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who cares? Short, tall, fat, skinny, it does not matter. Put the content out there in your most authentic way, okay? You got to get over this thing. You got to stop making this hard on yourself. Why are you making this hard? Why? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay? You're just afraid of being judged. Let's be honest. You're self-conscious. You're afraid of being judged. Okay? I want you to practice this every day for the next 30 days. Okay? For 30 days, as you're brushing your teeth, I hope you're brushing your teeth. You better be brushing your teeth. As you're brushing your teeth, I want you to mentally say to yourself, as you're looking yourself in the eyes while you're staring in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes and mentally repeat, I love myself. 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 Do that over and over for 30 days as you're brushing your teeth, because you got to build up that self-confidence. And that self-confidence is going to come from a deep sense of self-love. That self-confidence is going to come from within. And when you feel comfortable about who you are as an individual, you're going to be okay with putting yourself out there and being judged by the world. It's okay if these people judge you. They don't really know you like that. Who cares? And if you turn into a meme, figure out how you can profit off of it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Who cares what these people say? Listen, these people are living no better than you are. I'm going to be honest with you. They are just as weird as you are. And they got some funny stuff going on as well. Everybody does, okay? Including myself. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just put myself out there. Who cares? Put out the content. Start making content on things that you think about all the time. Start making content on things that you talk about all the time. Start making content on things that you live all the time. Because if you do that, then you're going to put out content that's unique, even if you're talking about same subjects that other people are talking about, which leads me to the next excuse I always hear. Well, somebody's already talking about that. Well, somebody's already talking about the Bible too, but people become pastors every single day. So who cares if somebody's already talking about it? You talk about it in the way you want to talk about it. Put your twist on it. Put your personality into the mix. Jesus, just hit record. Another excuse I hear is, I don't like the sound of my own voice, Robbie. What? Don't listen to your voice after you record it then. God dang, you're full of it right now, because you got to listen to your own voice when you talk every day. You know what I'm saying? When you talk to other people in real life, you hear your own voice, okay? And you don't hear people in your face like, I don't like the sound of his voice. Who cares? Just put the content out there. Put it out there. Put the content out there. Jesus, jeez Louise. What other excuses do you have? I don't have the time. You do got the time. You're walking around with $1,000 smartphone in your hand that happens to have 2 cameras on it. One on the front, one in the back. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? What's your excuse? My hands are not that orange. That's the light. What's your excuse? You don't have a valid excuse. You're full of it. You're full of it. You don't have the time. It takes 2 seconds to put out a piece of content. You can put out 3-4 pieces of content per day easily. I don't know what to talk about. That's another excuse. I don't know what to talk about. Well, we just talked about what you could talk about. Second of all, okay, you ever heard of these two letters called A and I? Okay, AI. Okay, find something type in something on AI and ask AI to give you some ideas. Hey, AI, I like talking about such and such, but I don't know what to make content around. Any suggestions? And miraculously, AI says, here's some suggestions. And then all of a sudden, you got stuff to talk about now. What's your excuse? Oh, I don't know how to work that platform. Learn it. Learn the platform. Spend some time. It'll be beneficial to you to take some time out over the weekend to learn that platform. It boggles my mind. People another excuse I hear is older people that's like, we didn't grow up with that technology. Newsflash, you did grow up with the technology because you're still living, and the technology exists during the same timeline that you're living in. So you did grow up with it. You just chose not to use it. So stop saying that. Only dead people can say that. If you ain't dead, then you grew up with the technology because you're still breathing. I didn't grow up with the technology. What the fizz-nuck are you talking about? You did. You just don't want to learn nothing new. You stuck in the past. Okay, keep reading newspapers then and keep complaining about how AI is taking all of our jobs. Go ahead and keep doing that, okay? Jesus, how straight of a talker I gotta be to get you to see that all you gotta do is create content. Put yourself out there. I'm not good at creating content. That's another one. Okay, nobody is at first. You gotta suck at it in the beginning. But through repetition, you get better and better and better at it. Get better and better and better at it. You get better and better and better. I'm gonna get better and better and better. How you get so good, Robbie? I've been doing it. I've done it a million times. I sucked at it in the beginning. I put it out there horribly in the beginning. This might be horrible now compared to what I'm gonna do in the future, but I'm still putting it out there. God almighty, get out of your own way. Get out of your own way, please. Hey, you get out of your own way, okay? Turn the camera on, hit record, start moving your mouth to make sound come out of it. Stop recording and then upload it to a platform. And don't let that be your only time. Do it over and over again every day, multiple times a day, and you will get better at it. Okay? You'll get better at it. Jesus Christ. It's Robbie Cornelius with Web Asset Group, always encouraging you to master your mind to make money online. Contact me. Hit me up at webassetgroup.com. I appreciate you guys for checking out the platform. And if you don't know, we do have the website and we have the app where the content there is guaranteed to put you on the map. I'll talk to you soon. Put out that damn